What's going on, everybody? My name is Dolph, and today, I've got a theory on Deltarune. Now, this is going to go a little bit differently than it normally does on this channel. Normally, it's Epic and Dogan, um, talking about crazy, ridiculous theories that are just fucking outrageous and outlandish and just nuts. Speaking of nuts, that boy just ripped his soul out, or girl. They just ripped their soul out. That's insane. But that's what we're talking about today. So, in this video, I am going to give you my theory on what's going to be happening in the upcoming chapters of Deltarune. Now, personally, I don't know how many chapters there's going to be. I think there's going to be 10. Is that right? 7. Okay, so perfect. Perfect. 7 chapters. We're already on chapter 5. We just finished chapter 5. From everything that I have seen thus far, everything is leading up and building up to Chris being the ultimate end all be all bad guy of the game. Now I know that probably sounds ridiculous. Like, dude, Chris is like actively fighting like with Susie and Rouse and Lancer occasionally and all these people, and he's trying to stop things. He's actively trying to stop his team here and there. Like every time he rips his soul out, he I do apologize. I keep saying he. That's just yeah. I do apologize. Every time they rip their soul out, they start acting, zombified, almost like they are being controlled or told what to do. And there's even some instances where Chris receives a phone call and seemingly starts doing somebody's bidding. But I think that's just Toby Fox's way of making us think that Chris is under some kind of spell. I think that Chris is the one doing this all. I think the Roaring Knight works for Chris. I think the Roaring Knight is Noelle's mother. And I think Chris is like, I don't even think that, Noelle's mother wants to be doing all this bad stuff. I think Chris has something on her, or is even possibly threatening Noelle and her safety if Noelle's mother doesn't go along with his evil, sinister plans. Why? What do I think Chris's motivation is? Well, it's simple. Have you guys not figured it out yet? I can tell you. You want me to tell you? I'll tell you right now. It's this guy right here. Who is that? That's Gaster. Now, what's going on is Gaster has been absent from the games. He's been absent from Undertale. He's been absent from Deltarune. But he's arguably one of the most talked about characters of the franchise. How is it that a character that's never made an appearance in the game is one of the most popular and talked about characters? That's because Toby Fox wanted it to be like that. Toby Fox put enough Easter eggs and enough hints and clues in the code in the games to get people talking. Because Toby wanted people to know about Gaster. Now, what does this have to do with Chris ripping their soul out all the time and evil plans? Gaster is the key. Chris. Gaster didn't disappear. Gaster didn't vanish. Gaster didn't run off. Gaster didn't die. Chris kidnapped Gaster long ago. And Chris's brother, the one that we don't see, right? Chris's brother found out about it long ago. And what did Chris do? Chris killed him. He did. We're going to find all this out. Chris killed his brother because Chris's brother found out that Chris had kidnapped Gaster. And now Gaster is like, he's secretly reaching out. Like he can't physically reach out, but he's got powers and he can reach out with his powers, and drop little hints and trying to get people to find him and help him. And he's getting a crew together. What kind of crew? A pirate crew. Well, do you not believe me? There's your proof. Okay, that's not really proof. That's just some fan art. But that's the crew. Now, if you notice, we've got characters like Rules Card, we got characters like Aqua, and then some other ones. We even have the Roaring Knight. Notice the roaring knight. That's important that the roaring knight is part of this picture. The person that put this together knows what's going on. And I don't think this is fan art. I think this is Toby art posing as fan art. I do. And this is after Noelle's mom breaks free of Chris's reign, joins the crew, joins Gaster, and Gaster ultimately. I don't think they're going to kill Chris. I could be wrong on this. I think they're going to do some shit to fix Chris's soul, because I think Chris's soul is just corrupted. And that's why he has to, that's why they have to rip it out every time they do something bad, because of the conflict. So they're going to fix Chris's soul, and Chris is going to be okay. And then you think that everything's going to be great because everybody's going to go back to normal. They're going to destroy the Dark Worlds, and then it's going to look like Susie and Chris are going to get together. Chris is going to be all happy. Susie's going to lean in to kiss Chris, and she's going to stop and say, "Oh wait, you're not Noelle." And Susie's going to run off and be with Noelle. But hey, no, don't worry. I'm not going to say that's just a theory. But it is my theory.